get a chance to chat with some people who did well over the weekend. So in this one here, there's a couple of really big modified races in Pennsylvania. Grandview and Big Diamond are the two tracks. Of course, there's the 76er. But there's also the Coalcracker, and this year they ran that just this past weekend. And a good friend of ours, Billy Pauch Jr., won the Coalcracker 72 over Dwayne Howard and Anthony Perego. And by the way, if you want to get a lot of good behind-the-scenes stuff as to what it was, of course, go to his sister's website, of course, her deal, Dirt Track Untold. Real nice behind-the-scenes interview there. Billy, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you. I think it's been about a month. How are things?
Always doing good, man. It's a beautiful night down here in New Jersey. It's about 70 degrees. I'm walking in my shorts and T-shirt to the shop. We got to get the car ready for Friday night at Georgetown. Coming off a week last week that seen us run 2 seconds and 2 firsts. You don't get many. I was about 2 laps short of having 3 firsts. Well, actually, I lost Tuesday night to Matt Shepard with 2 to go. Mm-hmm. Well, actually, last lap, and then I lost Cliffstown with 2 to go. But then we rebounded into one Saturday and Sunday at Bridgeport and Big Diamond. So, man, I can't complain about that week, Doug.
No, 2 seconds, 2 firsts. It doesn't really get a lot better. Why are things going so well, do you think, right now for you?
And we just started clicking, right? Like we did a revamp. I kind of went on my own this year, and it just took a little bit to get everything kind of situated, right? And when it clicks, it clicked the right way, and things go your way. Race is like a roller coaster. You ride it up, you ride it down. You try to ride the top as long as you can.
I saw some of the in-car stuff on Mandy's deal on Dirt Track Untold. Man, it looked like quite a race.
Very intense, man. Cressley took off on me early, which was okay. I learned from Tuesday night getting beat by Matt Shepard to kind of save my tires a little bit. Tire wear was kind of the essence, right? And I kind of backed down a little bit and rode. And then I got Cressley mid-race on a restart, and I was like, oh, okay, we're good. And Anthony Prego come out of nowhere and passed me. So I kind of said, okay, let me back my speed down, back it down, and ride for a little bit. So I kind of rode in second. He kind of pulled away from me. And then we got a restart with about 7 to go, or 6 to go, and I used the top maneuver and was able to take the lead. Led that till literally we were coming underneath the checkered and the yellow come out, and I have no idea why they didn't count the lap. So then at Big Diamond, they do a double file last lap restart. So we fired off and went to 1, and it was just kind of Anthony and me kind of met going into 1. Nothing really bad, right? We both split up the track, but kind of would have come out 1 or 2. It was, last lap, 15,000 to win.
Sure.
And I have a lot of respect for Anthony, so I'm not going to wreck anybody at all. I would never do that. That's not the way you should do things, but you're going to bump wheels. I mean, 15,000 on the line, you're going to bump some wheels. Sure. So it was just a really intense, good race that we were fortunate to finally pull out after doing it for many years.
So is it safe to say that saving those tires early allowed you to do that with the last lap restart?
I think that was huge, right?
Yeah.
Like if I would have pushed the car, I think I would have been done.
Okay.
Because I probably had 2 or 3 laps left on that right rear because it definitely got abrasive, way more than what I was expecting it to be.
Oh, so were you surprised when you saw the right rear and saw that there was that much wear?
I was surprised how bad it was. I knew it was bad, but I didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Okay, all right. So obviously this has to be huge. I mean, this is the race that anybody who races at Big Diamond wants to win.
So I've always said I had 3 bucket list wins, right?
Okay.
That I have not accomplished. Now, I've accomplished a lot of things. Fortunately, probably won 140 races, 135, 140 races, right? Championships. I want to win. I wanted to win the Coalcracker, the Sixer, and a Super Dirt Car Series win.
Gotcha.
I've won about 7 STS races. I've won that.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll ever win the Victoria 200. I love it. It's one of them races I'd like to do, but it just doesn't fit into my bucket, so I haven't been up in a while.
Well, like we talked about, I remember when we saw you at Thunder Mountain, you don't have as much experience on the Hoosiers and the Dirt Car 358. Is it that simple, do you think? Or is it also laps at the track?
It's just all that makes sense, right? Like, economically, right? So I get where you go, but 200 laps for 20,000 it doesn't really ring a bell to me. Mm-hmm. So I try to make things look great, right? You get to 50, 100, you want to be within respectable pay. Unfortunately, Truex got to make a buck, which is the way it is, right? And then we also got to stay in business. And if you make dumb choices in racing, you can end up out of business pretty fast.
And, of course, with your dad dominating that race for so many years, I'm sure that's a big factor in you wanting to win that one, right?
Correct. I mean, I'd love to go back. Last time I was there, I barrel rolled it down. You can see the video on Doug's Diary somewhere down the road.
I made sure not to bring that up.
So it is what it is, but you never know what'll happen, right?
Sure.
very glad I picked that one up. We're in top 5 in that a couple times. You know, like the 6er, we've got seconds, thirds, fourths, fifths. Hopefully that would be 1 in 2 weeks. We look to pull it off, but currently we're about 59 points up in the Bridgeport point lead here, which is a decent lead. We got 2 weeks left, including this Saturday. So first goal of the week of the year next is to, I mean, you want to win Friday night when I go to Georgetown, but is to win the championship. That's our next big goal. So we win that, I'll be very happy.
Tell me about Sunday's win.
Sunday's win?
Yeah.
Sunday's win was huge at Big Diamond, man. That was just...
the Big Diamond was Sunday. I missed. I thought, okay, so the other one was
Big Diamond was Sunday. We won at Bridgeport on Saturday.
Okay,
That was another big one, right? Like, we kind of fell into that one. We started 7th. We were able to get up to 2nd, and I was chasing Rick Laubach, and 31 lap special. He blows up on the 31st lap coming for the checkered, and I ended up taking the win. So
seriously?
I have no idea how to even explain that. Just really, really fell into my hands, and was fortunate. I think I had the car that could beat him, but I don't know if I would have got him. So once in a while, it's better to be lucky than good.
Well, I've always said luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you weren't in second place and hadn't worked your way up there, you wouldn't have won, right?
Oh, agreed. I mean, here it is. You know, my dad just called me. He goes, "Hey, you want to go for ice cream?" I was like, "Dad, it's we were off Monday night. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week. We run Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
I need to be in the shop." So, and if anybody gets it, it's him. So he's like, "No, I get it." I was like, "Okay, good." So it's you got to be on your game, right? Like if you're not on your game in a sport, you're not going to win. It's definitely changed. I think a little more work than what it ever was before. So that's the tough part about it, you know.
Okay. Did he still take your son for ice cream at least?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, good.
I was the odd man out.
All right, at least somebody got ice cream on this one. Busy 3-day weekend coming up for you.
Yeah, we got Friday night at Georgetown, Saturday at Bridgeport, and Sunday we go to Orange County. So, and the Shackleton 101. We went 15th to 4th there last time, so I'm looking forward to going back there, and hopefully I'd like to pick up one in Middletown Sunday, and it would mean a lot to me.
Now, I'm going up to Oswego Speedway on Monday. That's when they're putting the clay down. I'll have videos up. You told me you will be there this year and in a familiar car.
Yeah, no, shocked, right? So
I
got the call from Malton and Kyle Palmer this summer to do the deal up there. I've been running with the Shackleton 101, but with Eastern States coming back, it was just a lot on him to do that and Charlotte. So this kind of fit perfectly into our schedule. So we're like, oh, okay, let's do this. So we will be going to Oswego with Alton and Carol Palmer's car, who are in the Hall of Fame, and they've been doing this a long time. They're building me a brand new TO car, which will be housed up there with a JPM big block in it, which should run pretty good up there. I'm pretty ecstatic about it, right? You got to go with realistic goals. Let's make the race and let's see what we can do first, and let's have some fun. They build nice stuff. They've had cars forever, so kind of a neat deal.
Yeah, and then when you think about, that 76 and who has driven that car at Super Dirt Week in the past, I believe a certain Johnson drove that thing a few years. I think Jack.
I'm pretty certain Jack Johnson was the man behind it. So if I can fill in that shoes, that's pretty impressive, right? Ronnie did it afterwards. Bobby Barron. The list of who's and who's go down the road, so it's just pretty cool to do it, right? I went to Oswego about 7 years ago, and I tell you, I sucked. I don't know why we were terrible.
Okay.
Probably could have just drove the car straight in the wall in practice, ended my week, and would have saved me a lot of headaches. But we're hoping to be we're going to be much better than that. I can promise you I'm a lot wiser, a lot older, and a lot different of a driver than I was back then. So really looking forward to it.
Only got about another minute left. What are we doing tonight? What are the goals for tonight in the shop?
Tonight, I'm going to put the doors and quarters on the Georgetown car, body on, belly pan up, and have that in the center. So tomorrow, the way things changed, right, we used to scale all the time. I spring smash all the springs, so I shouldn't have to scale that car. So I will roll that right in the trailer for tomorrow night, and then I can finish, tomorrow after work, and then tomorrow night we can finish the car for Saturday and leave for Georgetown Friday afternoon. But I do want to go, and when I made it to go, I want to give a shout-out to my local hero, my teammate indoors, Tyler Thompson, on his big win in Oswego.
Yes. Yeah, that was exciting. And I hope to see Tyler here in the next day or two, but they're doing a plant closure up there, so he's real busy. So always good talking to you on the phone. Hopefully I'll see you in person in about a month or so. Thank you.
That's a deal, Doug. We'll talk to you soon. That'll be the second time in a year. It's a great honor.
That's right. It never happens. We only do this on the phone most of the time.
No. We're getting very intense here, buddy.
Remember to subscribe, turn on the notifications, have more cool stuff up for you as the late season big races are finally here.